Okay, we continue with the task 4. There are two things you need to do. The first is to install the Azure web app, and then to install the Azure SQL Server. So the purpose is to add more workloads to our lab environment. So this simulate a company that has a database server and also the web application. This follow the instructions in the previous lab. Okay, so I will split the video into two parts. The first is to create the web app, and the second is to create the Azure SQL Server. Okay, let's look at the deploying the web app. Okay, so going to log on to Azure portal. After that, create the web application. So we're going to create in the same resource group that we have created earlier, and then we use this name as the name of the web app. Publish Docker container, Linux, and ECUS. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to this, yeah, and then just search for the web application. The web application for wall application gateway. Okay, why I cannot find it? Just click create resource. After that, this one, web app. Yeah? So create the web app. So we're going to use the enterprise. Then resource group I already created earlier, yeah, in the task 1. Okay, then the name is this. Okay, so I changed to the Ryan yeah, Docker web app. Maybe if you want, you can put 01 like this. Yeah. Okay, the name is okay, and then Docker container, Linux, ECUS. Okay, ECUS, same region as the virtual machine, and then Linux plan is following the default single container, Docker Hub public. Okay. Okay, this plan is a default one. Yeah. I think the rest is just use the default, yeah, because it's just basically only creating the new workload. Next, Docker, yeah, this one, single container. Then in the image source is the Docker Hub. Okay, and then access type is public, and the image is this. Okay, so you can get screenshot, or you can do it later after the this one's created. Okay, the rest no need to change. We just use the default setting. Review create. Yeah. Okay, this will perform the validation. Everything looks okay, then just click create. Okay, still in progress, and wait for a while until it's completed. Okay, development completed already, and then go to the resource. Let's do some testing. Okay, yeah, so in the overview, this is the URL. You copy URL. After that, open the new page or new tab in the browser. Okay, so done already. Yeah, so this part completed, and you can get screenshot for this. Okay, maybe I just continue with the database, yeah, in a single video, because not too long. Okay, go back to home, and we open the create the SQL database. Yeah, this one. So all service create a SQL database, and then after that follow this. Yeah, database name is Ryan DB1. Yeah, resource group using accessing one. Create a new SQL server, is US, use the SQL authentication, SQL user, and this is a password. Okay, let's do that. So click a plus. After that, look for the SQL database. Yeah, so select the resource group. Yeah, this one, and then enter database name Ryan DB1. Okay. Put CSH, create new server. Okay, server name is the Ryan CSH SQL server 01, is US, using the SQL authentication. Okay, so in the server admin logon we use the SQL user, and then password is this. Okay, the password is this, password 1234. Okay, click OK, and then after that continue with some other setting. Okay. Okay, do you want to use elastic pool? No. And then review and create. Okay, so validation, everything okay, click create. Okay, validating. So let me see how to validate. Yeah, networking public endpoint. Oh, we forgot to do that, but we can change later. Okay, few other things we need to configure later, because we have not configured this. Yeah, networking, and also the database to include the sample database and public endpoint. Allow the Azure service and resource to access the server. Yeah, we need to select yes. Yeah. Add current IP address, no. In the security, we're going to Defender, not now. Yeah. Use accessing data is sample from the AdventureWorks LT. Then testing the database. Okay, let's see the progress. Currently still installing. Okay, installation is completed. Go back to the resource, and yep, so here you can configure, and then after that start working your database to connect to the application, start developing. Okay, and just have a look at the security. Yeah. So auditing, data discovery, ledger. Okay, I think we don't have to do anything. We just create the SQL server. Then just have a yeah, you can create a screenshot for this in the overview. Okay, then I'm going to look quickly at the Cloud Defender. Okay, so now by right you will be able to see more resources here, but it may take a while before your web applications and also your SQL Server appear in the recommendation. Okay, so you see here the vendors for SQL Server should be enabled. Yeah, so it's not assigned yet. So this is showing you that more things you can do, yeah, in improving your security, but we will do it later. Yeah. Okay, so it's good to keep some interval, like if you just created a virtual machine and SQL Server web app, then you give maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour before you continue with the next task. So just basically to make sure that your services are detected, yeah, and then the cloud vendor will give you some recommendation. Okay, so that's task 4. Thanks for watching.